remember like Sarita Chowdhury, who was in Mississippi Masala.
Oh, right. She's amazing.
She's incredible. You know, there's a lot of people who have worked really hard to try to pave the way. And I think what ends up happening when you don't see yourself represented is you find glimmers of it in people who don't look like you, but that you still connect with. And then I think it means so much more to me now getting to be in this position, because I realize just how much of a honor it is. You know, like this is still pretty slow to change. Yeah. And the reality is me getting this job is one of the biggest wins. Like, I mean, I think it almost feels like a Cinderella story, you know? So in terms of like who I looked up to, I mean, there were a lot of brilliant actresses and actors, and it was always incredible to watch. But getting to actually see who looked like me, it's been a slow shift.
Well, it's such a slow shift that I remember when I went to a screening of Blockers.
Yeah.
And you see that you're John Cena's wife.
Yep.
And and the two of you have a mixed race daughter. That instead of that just being able to go by,
Right.
my brain actually went, oh, that's interesting.
Right.
I like that they made that choice. And,
right.
and you don't even like, I'd like to be at a point where my brain does not do that.
I would love that as well. Yeah. I think so many people would. And I think that goes back to the times we're in and what people are looking for. I mean, that goes back to sort of authentic representation, and you know, we see this all the time in life, you know, so it's time for us to start seeing it in TV, and I think there's a real call for it.
I wonder if you
feel
that way when you get cast.
If I feel which way?
If you feel like, oh, I can't believe they're going with me for this. How are they gonna,
absolutely.
How are they going to make this work rather than it just work?
When I got this role, I was absolutely huddled on the floor, like shaking and weeping, and just like, I mean, I think the number of people who have come out in droves going, this happened? I mean, I had, what, 5,000 followers on Twitter? You know what I mean? Like, this wasn't the move that anyone saw network television making, even now. This wasn't that move. This was still considered sort of like, can we do this? And it's really exciting that that is happening. And I'm just so hopeful that this is like the beginning of this is now the new normal.